Okay, welcome. We are live. I'm actually coming to you straight from an undisclosed location here in the Southwest desert. And what we're talking about today is Forex trading. But let's lean on the word trading. I'm going to lean towards Forex, but let's talk about trading. And one of the reasons I'm doing this live, and we'll see how this works. Again, I'm just setting in the RV, getting ready to roll out on a trip here. And it's Friday afternoon, the market just closed, and I was doing something that I do a lot, which is watching other people on TikTok. TikTok's kind of like the easiest accessible platform, and I've got my mobile phone here, and I will watch them live looking at the charts. And I don't last very long on their lives, and I recorded one today, and I'm going to start doing a series of videos where I take that recording and I voice over it. You'll hear the exact recording, you hear what they say to me, you'll see what I'm typing in the comments. And there's some sort of mind virus going on out there in the world of trading. And yeah, I do Forex trading, fxwithterry.com. Here's the interesting thing. Listen to me very carefully, and I'm trying to help save the world from themselves. Obviously, something that's going on in the industry is, and we could get deep into this. I'm going to do an entire PowerPoint presentation on this so I can get it out to you. But there's a problem with a mind virus in the marketplace. I'm going to talk about this. I talk about it a lot. I talk about it every morning on my live videos. And what I do is I watch other people looking at the charts, telling you what you can see and they can see visually. So we could be looking at a chart right now where the price was at the bottom and it went to the top, and the person says, well, you can see the price was down here at the bottom and now the prices went to the top. And I think to myself, that is a mind virus. That is someone who's telling you exactly what happened, and your brain looks at it and goes, wow, yeah, look, that happened. The price was down at the bottom and then it went to the top. And it almost makes you believe, if you're not very educated about trading, if you're not maybe a clear thinker, if you're not logical, those things cause you to lose as a trader. And again, we're talking about Forex trading. Now, let me talk about what happened there, but first let me tell you about what I do. I enter a trade and I manage it into profit. Everyone else I see will show you charts with a bunch of indicators. I heard a guy today, it was kind of crazy, and I got the recording, so I'm going to start recording this stuff and posting it to YouTube. But I said, so what you're telling me is that by looking at the past, you can determine what the future is. And he says, absolutely, which is completely a mind virus because it's not true at all. 50-50 at best. I mean, get yourself a coin and flip it 100 times and tell me how many times you got heads and how many times you got tails. And then do it 100 different times, 100 times each. And, track it on a spreadsheet. That's what your entry and success rate will be in Forex trading if you believe that it's going to a certain place and it's going to leave from there. Here's the truth. No one wants to deal with this. I do not use any indicators on my charts to enter a trade. I use indicators after I've entered a trade once in a while. But let's not talk about after the entry, because here's what everybody's doing, and you won't see me doing this. And the moment you see someone doing this, I think you should run really fast, because you're about to lose in trading, and or you're about to get a mind virus. You're about to get a virus of the mind because people are passing this on to you knowingly or unknowingly. I don't know. I'm going to pontificate. I shouldn't say pontificate. That's more of a... I'm going to prognosticate. I'm going to prognosticate on, what you'll do when you hear all these different things. But listen to this. I simply, and the reason I don't have a chart, I'm going to tell you how to trade right now. and I'm going to give you my strategy. I have no indicators. I just look at a chart. I close my eyes and I hit buy or sell. I just randomly. And then I manage that trade. Because if you look at statistics, which I'm just using this as a kind of general idea, you flip a coin, 50 heads, 50 tails, 50-50, right? The more you do it, the more you start to see some sort of pattern there. But that's the problem. Your brain thinks there's a pattern. There's no pattern. It's absolutely random. So here's what I do. Listen to me. I win every trade I enter on standard currency pairs. I win every trade I enter. How is that possible? I'm not using an indicator, because here's how it's possible. When I enter the trade, it either moves up into my take profit or it goes against me. I do not set a stop loss. If you set a stop, you'll take a loss. That's how it works, right? I enter a buy or a sell, and I typically set a take profit. I'm going for 10 pips, 15, 9. Because the moment you try to go outside of that, you're in trouble. But it's not about the 10 pips. It's not about the 10 pips. I seen a YouTube video the other day. 20 pips a day is all you need. Okay, great. There's an assumption there that's lying to you. First off, if you're going to do 20 pips a day and you want to make a living at it, you better have a pretty large account. 20,000, 30,000? Probably. If you want to make a living at it, probably need $30,000 to $50,000 account if you're going to go for 20 pips a day. So like this week, I did probably, I'm guessing, I'm going to say I did 100 trades, probably more. And not one of them did I enter using an indicator. Not one of them did I prognosticate and determine that the price was going to go up or down. I really don't. I'm telling you right now, my automated algorithmic system, it does this. It does what I did manually, and it does it automatically. And I don't have a robot to sell you. So don't think this is some sort of pitch on a robot. You can't use my robot. You can't have my robot. That's not how it works. However, I will give you profitable trade after profitable trade after profitable trade. Come on over to fxmateria.com. We don't have to look at charts. We don't have to talk about a strategy. You won't see me going, well, look at the price down here. It's down here at the bottom, and then it's going to go to the top. And oh, look, it was at the bottom, and now it's at the top. I'm incredible. I don't care where it goes. I enter a trade, and I manage it into a profit every time. Every time. It's a mathematical algorithm. It's a mathematical possibility. Can I do this mathematical algorithm and possibility absolutely all by myself? Of course I can. I just won't be able to take as many trades running the mathematics on every trade. So I can enter a trade, manage the mathematics, manage that trade into profitability every time. Every time. Let me explain something to you when I say no loss Forex trading. So if you give me $1, and I use this example all the time, so work with me. If you give me $1 and I give you $99 back, there are probably 50% of the people that will tell you they lost $1. No, I gave you $99 back, but I lost $1. No, you gained $99 or 98, right? Gave you $98. You gained $98 in that scenario. So if I do a trade, I don't care on a currency pair. I don't care if I do 10 trades on that same currency pair, and the first 5 are a $50 loss, and the second 5 are a $500 profit. My friend, that was a 0 losing scenario. 5 negative trades, 5 overly profitable trades, meaning they're over whatever was, in the negative. So if I lost $50 times 5 and I made $100 times 5, that's not a loss. That's a mathematical win every time. So one of the points of me going live here is because I was just kind of bored and getting ready to leave on my trip, right? I wanted to see what the audio and the visuals like on YouTube with my iPad as I'm sitting here relaxing. 80 some degrees outside today in southern Arizona. So I'm going to announce here that I'm going to start doing videos every week. What I do is I pull up TikTok, and I did one earlier. In fact, let me open it up here and I'll just kill the sound. So here it is. Yeah, the sound is off. So I was watching this TikTok earlier, and you can see me. I recorded the screen, and you can see me hit the comments, and I say something to them. And what's interesting in this particular one, let's kind of go over what happened, and I'm going to start publishing these videos because it's batshit crazy to watch people do this. And I keep talking about it, but it continues to blow my mind, and it starts to make me realize if I just say it once, maybe that'll bore the person that's watching me. But I'm going to say this every day, all the time, and try to save people that never tried to save me when I got in here on YouTube and watching, TikTok, watching people prognosticate by looking at a chart. I'm like, are you winning? They don't show any of their trades. Isn't that sus? You're watching someone on the charts. It was a great one today in this particular video that I did. The price was going down. He had all these indicators, and he was talking about the price going down. And right in front of us, the candle went, oh shit, straight through the roof. And if I rewound the video, I heard him saying, well, look, the MACD's pointed down, the price is coming down, and then it just shot through the roof. And I'm like, oh, well, what happened there? Why are you even... It's absolute pure insanity for you to look at a trading chart, a candlestick chart, and try to tell yourself, let alone anyone else out in the world, what it's going to do, because you don't know. With me, and when I go live in the mornings, I show all of my trades. I don't tell you what the market's going to do. We can talk about what it did based off of the trades that I placed, but go watch my live every morning. Join the group, fxwithterry.com. It's free. You can see the playlist if you go over to my YouTube channel, FX with Terry, where you're basically watching this now. And one of the, I was going to say I can't see comments, but they're kind of showing up a little bit here. So again, I'm not actually. Let me click something here and see. Let's see, live chat. All messages are visible. Well, it's not really. Okay, there we go. I see it. Derek says Terry is the real deal. But I just feel like I want to get out there and move my camera a little bit here. I want to get out there and save people from all of this insanity. I don't know why the messages aren't coming up. There it is. Save people from all this insanity. So let me go back to what I was saying. So when that candle on the chart that this guy was watching went through the roof, I was like, well, what happened there? He's like, well, the price went up. And I was like, you're insane. Yeah, the price went up. But I said, so what's interesting, and let me kind of finish this thought. Here's what I do when you might call it trolling, but I'm not. I'm trying to save the world from all of these horrible mind viruses that are happening in the trading market, in the Forex market. And it's just, it's spreading like wildfire. Do you know how long all of those mind viruses kept me busy and broke in the Forex market? Years. MACD indicator. I heard a guy say, well, if you look at the MACD and if you look at the RSI, you're going to know. No, you're not. You're not. Do me a favor. Get yourself a demo account. It's free at a broker. Forex demo account, CFD, contract for difference, and enter a trade. Set your take profit at 10 pips. If it goes against you, enter another trade and set your take profit for the basket of trades at still 10 pips. If it goes against you, enter another trade in the same direction you originally did and set your take profit on all three trades now at the same take profit. Not the same as the original. I'm being very general here. There's a mathematical formula to this. That's why I automated it. It's automatic. It just happens. There's no indicators. I'm not entering on anything other than pretty much random guess and thought. Like, you can easily tell the script and the robot, just enter and then manage. It's management that's the key. So whenever you see someone looking at a chart and telling you what it did, please run. when you see my live video in the morning, when I talk Monday through Friday, when I talk about the market and my trades, I show you all of my trades. I open up my mobile device and I share my mobile device and I show what trades I'm in, and I show what the take profit is. Like I give some away for free. I have premium signals. I have full auto trading. The point is, it's all the same. And I'm not telling you to go learn some strategy, to master some indicator, to buy some course. Enter a trade and manage it. And once you start doing that, once you let go of all the bullshit, and what's the bullshit? The prognosticators, the people that think they can tell the future, the people that are looking at a chart. I do not look at the charts until after I'm in a trade. Oh, what's going on? What do I think's going on? What's going to happen? I don't know. Oh, it went against me. I'll scale into that trade a little bit more. Oh, it went against me again. I'll scale into that trade a little bit more. Oh, I went into a trade and it went into profit. Cool. Take another one. So at that point, you start to focus on how to manage your trades, but more importantly, you get to focus on how much volume do you want. I mean, 28 currency pairs and crosses, right? Of course, there's indices, there's metal, there's gold, there's oil. But let's talk about like the 28 Forex pairs and Forex crosses. You could open up each chart, set your lot size. Let's say you got a $10,000 account. You're like, okay, I want to do volume of trading. So I'm gonna enter a trade at minimum lot size 10 cents, buy. Go to the next currency pair, sell. Next currency pair, buy. Next currency pair, sell. Next currency pair, buy. So now we're in like 4 or 5 trades. Okay, that's not hitting my margin too much. Let me go into some more, and then I go back to them and I'll take profit at 10 pips, right? And I'm being very general here because the algorithm will make that decision for you. The algorithm that I use. So when I send you a trade, it's already made a lot of decisions. I've done a lot of artificial intelligence plugins with the whole thing, and what I'm doing, what I'm offering at fxmateria.com is to get out of the psychosis, stop watching the psycho people, read charts. I mean, I'm not being mean. That's a psychosis. It's a virus. You don't know what the price is going to do. It's funny because today when he said the price is going down, and then it shot through the roof right there, like you'll see it because I'm going to post this video on YouTube. He was like, well, how did that happen? I don't see any. He went and looked at the news. There was no news events. How did that happen? I go, that's your problem. Stop guessing at where you think the price is going to go. It's not going there. Enter. Just enter. There are a few little things that I might look at if I was manually trading and not running my no-loss algorithm. I probably would look at volume. But then you go down this rabbit hole of all these different volume and VWAP indicators and all this stuff. Don't do that. That's pure insanity. But I might look at, like, for example, let me give you an example of volume. Open up gold, or let's say US 30. Let's open up US 30, and let's open it up at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Time, and draw a line on the chart where the price is right now. At 9:30, 5 minutes later, that price is going to push really hard one way or both ways. It's going to push really hard up, probably push really hard back down, and then eventually trend in one of those directions. It will either press up and continue to go up for a little while, or it will press down and then go up, or the vice versa. It'll press down, trend down, or it could go sideways. But at no point do I ever sit here and say, well, and then this is the insanity. When they look at a chart and they say to you, well, the price is right here, it's up against resistance, so it will either bounce off of resistance and come down, or it will push through resistance and go up. And then I type in the comments on my mobile phone, I go, did you just actually say that the price is either going to go up or down? And they read that, and they're immediately triggered. Why are they triggered? I just told them, I repeated what they said. I didn't say you're a loser, you're ugly, blah, blah, blah. I said, I repeated what they said. And they're like, well, yeah, FX with Terry. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. And I go, why does any trader need to watch you and have you tell them that the price is either going to go up or down? Because that's all it can do, right? What? And then they're like, oh, and today the guy was like, he asked all of his followers to attack me. Like, you'll see it. I got the video. And I was like, so you want everybody to attack me so they can't hear the truth? Like, I'm not even saying things like I'm saying now. I'm not saying that they're insane out loud. They're insane. It's okay. Not everybody has a high IQ. Not everybody understands that they're making horrible mistakes. And it does come down to IQ. Really does. So, I just... imagine, it's again, here's the mind virus. Imagine a low IQ person teaching you, who could potentially be a low IQ person, how to trade. It's a disaster. What if you actually find a high IQ person that can teach you how to trade, and you might have a low to mid-range IQ? I mean, everybody's got an IQ, right? I think you gotta have at least 115 IQ to even get through college. Right? That's pretty much the minimum. The military won't even recruit you if you have an 83 or less IQ. They have no job for you in the military. Not even washing dishes. Go look this up. I'm not making this up. You can't even wash dishes in the military with an 83. I think it's an 85 or less IQ. What do you think the ASFAB, ASFAB test is that you take before you go into the military? It's an IQ test. They've been giving it for 100 years. Had millions and millions of people. They know exactly what IQ is, the lowest IQ level that they can let into the military. And it's the same thing with trading. Unfortunately, with you, you're watching someone, you don't know what their IQ is. Here, let me tell you something, and I'm a little biased, but here we go. If you want to know what a trader's IQ is, and you probably want to follow someone with a high IQ. You just do. Right? Like, do you want your professor at college to have an 85 IQ? I mean, an 80 IQ, they can't even get into the military. They can't even wash dishes. They can't even sweep floors in the military. They can't even clean toilets in the military. They will not recruit them with that low of an IQ. So here's how to know that you're following a trader with a high IQ. It's important. I don't care what your IQ is. If you want to go figure out what your IQ is, there's all kinds of tests online. Go pay the $30, take the IQ test. You should. You should know where you're coming from. If you want to give yourself a little bit better of a chance, maybe take the IQ test 3 times. Because the first time you see it, you'd be like, what the hell is this? A bunch of symbols? A bunch of images? I don't get it, right? So your brain might have to process that. So take the best out of 3 scores. Here's how to know that you're following a trader with a high IQ. There's no indicators on their chart, and they're already in the trade. That's it. I'll say it again. How to know that you're following a trader with a high IQ. Someone like a professor. Do you want your professor to have a high IQ? Do you want these people to be smart? The smarter they are, the better they can teach you. You want them to have a high IQ. They do not have any indicators on their chart. They never look at historical data and tell you what it did. They'll never do that. Well, it did it here. They'll only ever look at that kind of stuff after they're already in a trade. Show me these people on TikTok or YouTube that are teaching any of this stuff that are actually in a trade when they're prognosticating, reading the future. They're not in a trade. If they are, there's this one guy, charges $250 a month, basically just enters the trades and manages them. And I was like, okay, is that possible? And then I'm the kind of guy that didn't want to sit here and manually trade. I don't want to manually trade. So can I take what I know, the mathematics, the randomness of entry and price movement, and can I turn it into an algorithm? Yep, I can. So here's what I'll do for you as a trader. And then we'll talk about what I won't do. I will give you a profitable trade. And I'll give you another one. And if you want another one, I'll give you another one. If you want 10 profitable trades, I'll give you 10 profitable trades. How much will you make? How much did you bid? How much will you make? How much did you bid? So I see a comment here. Let me see if I can pull these up because I'm having a problem seeing them. So stand by. Still figuring this thing out. let's see, chat viewing options, top chat, all messages are, that's interesting. Okay, so there's one. Let's see here. The guy says, Jesus, this is the trade advice you give? Just open a chart and enter? Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. If that freaks you out and you don't have the brain power for it, come on over to fxwithterry.com. I'll give you the trade. I'll give you the trade. That's what I'm doing, and my trades never lose. Challenge me. Challenge me. We'll both go get $10,000 demo accounts, and you can trade with your indicators, and I'll trade with my randomness, and at the end of the week, we'll see what happens. But it's not as much as about me trying to prove that I'm right. It's trying to save. I wish I could keep the comments up here. Someone says, "What's the best management for past a $200,000 prop firm challenge with 5% max drawdown?" See, there's the problem with people is take the trade and manage it. Keeping within a 5% drawdown on a $200,000 prop firm account is as simple as this. It's practice. So you start out and you enter a buy or sell on a currency pair. Now, here's what's interesting. I seen the guy say, well, that's basically bullshit. You're crazy to enter a random trade. No. I mean, there's a few other factors. Let me give you an example. Are you going to enter GBP JPY or are you going to enter CAD Chief? Which one are you going to enter? Because GBP JPY moves 160 pips a day. CAD Chief moves 35, 40. Okay? Can I bid more on a currency pair that's not as volatile, like CAD Chief? Absolutely. Should I probably bid less on GBP JPY? Because if it not because if it goes in my direction, it's because if it goes against me. And again, you don't know. I don't care what indicator you got. I don't care how much you can read minds and you believe in the horoscope and everything else. You don't know. But just enter, and the moment you start entering, and like I said, I'm just giving you a general concept here. Enter a buy or a sell, enter it at 0.01 lot size, and look at how much that impacted your prop firm account. Now, at 10 cents on a $200,000 account, you're going to go, well, that was easy, right? The only thing missing from what I'm telling you here is your ability to mathematically adjust the take profit on a new entry when the price goes against you. I have the worst case scenario I've ever seen, and we're going to talk worst case scenario, and I've seen this once, maybe twice in over 2 years, where I enter a random trade and it goes against me enough pips to where I scale into that trade 30, 35 trades. And when the price bounces back, because it always bounces back, it doesn't bounce all the way back to the original entry. It goes up and comes back a little bit. Goes up and comes back a little bit. Higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows. And as long as I'm moving my take profit up closer to where the price is each time when I enter my trade, and again, I'm being very general here, because why teach you how to do this when I can just give you a profitable trade? Stop looking at charts. Just stop looking at charts. Get rid of all your indicators. Close your eyes, hover your mouse over the buy or sell button and hit buy or sell. In fact, I think there's a website, randomizer.com or something like that. Go look up the randomizer website. You can do a number from 1 to 28 and say, give me one, it'll shake them up and give you one random number. Let's say it gives you number 3. Go down your currency pair list and enter a random buy or sell on number 3. And then do the randomizer again. Spits out number 10. Count number 10 down in your currency pair list. Enter a buy or a sell on the 10th pair. And begin to manage those. Now, after you enter the buy or the sell, go back and set a 10 pip profit. Just do that. Just set a 10 pip profit. And some people are like, well, 10 pips isn't very much. This currency pair just moved 300 pips. You'll never, ever, ever be able to enter and know that it's going 300 pips. You won't. It's not going to happen. So let go of it. Let go of that mind virus. Let go of that psychosis. See if I can pull the comments back up here and see why it doesn't stay on the screen when I do this. Trade and manage the trade. Stop analyzing the charts. You're wasting your time. You don't know. You can analyze all day and still lose if you trade the way that everybody's telling you. Stop loss, get into a trend, go for 300 pips. It's not going to happen. But if I do 100 trades a week at 10 pips each, I'm crushing. I'm killing. I could do more than 100. My algorithm could take more than you could ever place in your life. And it can start trading at 0.01 lot size. And then go into another trade, you can increase the lot size. There's all kinds of things you can do. But this whole concept of managing, someone says, okay, how do you manage your trade? Let me see what that says. I don't know why the comments won't stay up there. How to manage your trade when it's in drawdown. Okay, good point. So I'm going to be very general with you here. If you want profitable trade after profitable trade, and you want to avoid all this bullshit, trying to figure it out yourself, because, again, most people don't have the IQ to trade. Go find someone that has the IQ and can give you a profitable trade. Come on over to fxwithterry.com. I'll give you profitable trade after profitable trade after profitable trade, and you can skip all the bullshit. You can skip all the bullshit. So what do I do when it goes into drawdown? I enter. So let's say I'm in a buy trade, and it goes against me. $50 in drawdown. I enter another trade. Goes against me another $50 in drawdown. I enter another trade. It goes against me another $50 in drawdown. I enter another trade. Okay? Now, mathematically, that's not all I do. But mathematically, what I'm doing is I'm taking the original 10 pip and I'm moving that take profit down so the entire basket of trades ends up profitable. I could have some negative trades on the front end and massively profitable trades on the back end. And no, this is not martingale. That scares the hell out of everybody. I didn't say that I'm definitely not increasing the lot size every trade. I am increasing the lot size the farther it gets down so I can bring the take profit for the entire basket of trades closer. I might enter at $1. Let's say I enter 5 trades. Okay, I'm scaling into them. I enter all at $1. On the 6th one, I'll probably enter at $2 per pip. On the 7th, I might go up to $3 per pip on the trade. On the 9th, and I'm not saying this happens very often, on the 9th, I might go $4 per pip. Well, we're talking worst case scenario. When it goes into drawdown, all that means is I'm going to make that much more money. Now, there are little nuances that I'm not saying out loud per se, but I did say, a lot of it's based off of the volatility of a currency pair. GBP JPY moves 160 pips a day, and CAD Chief moves 40. So you take those things into consideration. But in all general senses, if I'm going to enter a GBP JPY trade and I'm in a bunch of other trades on other currency pairs, I will take into consideration what the volatility of that currency pair is. And how do you keep your drawdown within 5% on a prop firm? First off, stop doing prop firm bullshit. They're pretty much all lying to you. But if you want to keep it within 5%, just enter a trade. And let me give you an example that you could practice on first. Before you get a $200,000 challenge account at a prop firm, go get a $200,000 demo account at the low leverage, 50, 10, 20, 30, 50 leverage. Go get that. And practice by entering a currency pair and seeing how much you can bid. I can pretty much tell you, I know for a fact, I've got a 100K challenge account that I went through that had a leverage of about 30. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take a trade. So I entered a trade at 1.5 lot size or $15. And it really hit the margin level percent because that's what I look at. And I was like, okay, so I managed that. I went into profit. So the next trades, I went in 10 times less than that. Instead of instead of $15, I went in at $1.50, 0.15. And I was like, okay, I can handle more trades like that. I can take 3, 4, 5 trades. Or I can get into one trade And if it's going to go into profit, then I'll go into the next one. So I have the control to take one trade or be in a basket of 2, 3 different currency pairs. And it's all about management. What do I look at to manage my account? Margin level percent. That's it. I don't give a shit what the drawdown is. Now, of course, if it's a prop firm, then you got to keep it under 5%. But I'm like, okay, I just bid properly, so my trades don't run against me or run against me when they do go against me, that I can scale into additional trades. The unlikelihood that a currency pair goes against you more than 5, 6, 7, 8 trades, that then the entire basket is profitable, is extremely rare. I've seen them go 30, 35 trades. And that's when it's like, we're entering and scaling in maybe 20, 30 pips against us type of thing. So anyway, this was just kind of a live test. I wanted to do that. I could probably talk about this Forex stuff all day. Let me kind of see how this turned out, see if we got good audio, and I'll definitely start doing more of these. But I'm really just trying to help save the world. Come on over to fxwithterry.com. Quit looking at the charts. Quit analyzing. No technical, no fundamental, no indicators. I'll just give you the trade. And as long as you understand that I'm entering the trade randomly and then managing it into profit, you'll go, oh, okay, I can do this too, because you'll see it happening. You'll see it happening. Every trade that I put out there, I give free signals, premium signals. You can pay money for it, or you can plug right into my automated system. Also, just recently launched High Profit Auto Trader. We trade gold, NAS 100, US 30, SPX 500, and US oil. Massive profits this week. Come on, you don't believe me? Come into the group. Go on over to fxwithterry.com, come into the Discord group, and watch everybody's results. Talk to these people in the live chat. Is Terry full of it? Do all these trades really win? And a few or a dozen or maybe more people will chime in and go, yeah, it works. It's just a mindset. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. I'm going to stop the live there and continue on with my trip here. And I'll see you guys in the next live video.